Now, many of you already know that one of the vehicles that a lot of the new investors are excited when Nio sells it in numbers is none other than the Nio ET9, which is Nio's flagship model, because that model is quite pricey, starting at around 800,000 RMB or $98,000. You and me can agree that that model cannot just be afforded by anyone. And the first full month of that model, which was in April, we saw it selling 835 units. And the figures for May, they just came in. And still on the screen, you will notice that for May, they sold 682, which is a slight decrease from the 835 we saw last month. But in total, the past 2 months, Envoy sold 1,492, which is not that bad looking at the kind of a car the ET9 is. This is something that when I saw, I was very excited about the figures. Though it's not 3,000, I mean, there's no way we can expect 3,000 from the ET9, right? ET9, it is the ultra high end, of course, EV car that we all know that it's not only liked in China, it's also liked globally. Global car makers also have got their eyes on this model because Nio did something that was never expected with this car. First technology of its kind, which is something that is so good. Though the ES6 is the best-selling model under the Nio main brand, ET9 remains that car that, of course, when you see more deliveries for this car, it gets investors to be excited because obviously, like I said, just 1,000 of these cars Nio generates $100 million. That's if the people that are buying, they are buying without with a battery, right? Without a battery, it's another story, but with a battery, that's how much the Nio users paid, or those that want to buy this car have to pay. So yeah, man, I know that in its segment, ET9, it's one of the cars that is doing so well. And when I talk about its segment, I'm talking about the segment of your 7 Series. Those are your direct competitor to this model. Cars or models like Mercedes-Benz S-Class, those are the direct competitor to this model. You have got also Audi A8. Those are the direct competitor of this model. And though Nio might not be surpassing maybe probably as yet the S-Class, but we saw for the month of May that Nio was able to sell more than the Audi A8 and the BMW 7 Series in China, which speaks volumes of where Nio is at. Now, the good thing that we discussed about the ET9 last week, if you remember very well, is that there is a region or a province that Nio has received, or this ET9 rather has received 101 orders, and they have only delivered 55 cars. This is as of last week, which simply means that there are still a lot of orders that Nio still needs to deliver of the ET9, because if a region like Wuxi has got over 100 orders or 101 orders and they've only delivered 55, you and me can agree that there is still a lot of vehicles or deliveries that Nio still needs to deliver of this ET9, which simply means that the good numbers that we are seeing, chances are very high that they are going to continue even going in the coming months. And the good thing again is that people continue placing orders. Remember, in the auto shows or all of the auto shows right now, Nio is going or is taking this car with, and what we have been seeing from the auto show, even from one of the auto show taking place, is it in Chongqing? I can't remember, but I think it's in Chongqing. We saw Nio going or demonstrating, of course, the ET9, which we all know what the demonstrations are, and what we usually see is the positive feedback from the potential customers to say that they want to get their hands onto this car. But of course, something that restricts them from doing so is just budget, right? But if for those that are able to afford, they are going to this car or they are buying this car like crazy because they know it is the first of its kind. There is no other than it, and therefore it is a bargain getting your hands onto the ET9. ET9, it is the only model under Nio that uses NT 3.0 platform, and they use 900V architecture. I think for the architecture, I think they also L60 is using 900V, but in terms of the architecture, we are seeing NT 3.0, which under Nio, that is the only model that has that kind of technology, right? So yeah, man, I am happy, I am excited, and I thought I'd come and give you this quick update. ET9 users in China continues to grow, and the more they grow, the more others will have to see what this car is all about, because I can tell you now, there are some people that have bought this car after being referred by a friend. There are some people that bought this car after seeing the kind of a good looking and features that it has, and there are still going to be more. The more they sell, the more referrals or recommendations are going to come from the users that are using or utilizing this car, which is something that is great, something that of course we look forward to that. So yeah, man, just thought I'd give you this quick update. The blue sky is coming, long term will win. Those that are persevering throughout the headwinds, the share price will most definitely be rewarded with time. Taking some time to make these videos, and all I ask from you is to give it a thumbs up so that at least you can be notified by YouTube every time I drop a new content. Blue sky is coming, long term will win. Those that are persevering throughout the headwinds, the share price will most definitely be rewarded with time. I'll see you on the next one, my dear friends. That is all from me for now, and God bless you all.